One of the absolute best parts of being married is occasionally your wife sends you on some side quests. I got drafted to make some cookies. 100% they're not hard to make, and these are the best chocolate chip cookies you'll ever have in your life. This exact recipe to church functions, to get-togethers, family reunion. People keep asking me to make them and bring them more. I only make them in small batches because it seems like the quality always works out better. 1 stick of softened butter. I always go with salted. I don't think I've ever bought unsalted butter, to be honest with you. 1/2 cup packed brown sugar. Speaking of which, I also need to put brown sugar on the grocery list. Hey Siri, text Amanda to put brown sugar on grocery list. Yes, send. Thank you. It's the one time Siri doesn't ask me to go to ChatGPT to do something now. 6 tablespoons of white sugar. Dos. 3 in French. 4, 5, 6. Is that German? I found the dough hook, but I can't find the pallet. All this cabinetry and no organization. What do we do? Hide it in the shadow realm? What's going on in there? What's in the world is my blender pattern. We have acquired it. Ridiculous. Loading. Cream your butter and sugar. People that don't like think about this all the way through, there's a camera right here, and I'm sorry you guys can't see really well, so I'll try to use this camera for like the top-down view, or like me putting stuff in so you can see what's going on. But and then this is like the chat camera. Okay, so chat, action, chat, action. Well, that's creaming, giggity. We are going to collect flour, salt, and baking soda. Also, whenever you measure your flour, do not measure it with the big, huge liquid measuring cup, because you will be off. Don't ask me how I know. I also say okay a lot because I need self-verification that I didn't say the wrong thing. Also, one of those weird people that doesn't want to dig out an extra measuring cup, so I will measure the 1/2 cup 3 times rather than go get the 1 cup and then measure it once and then measure a 1/2 cup once. It's an extra step to go find it. I figure it's an extra step, just measure out another 1/2. So we're good. So that is 1 1/2 cup of flour set to the side. Kobe. This is a quick sprint, not a marathon, so the oven is preheated to 350 degrees behind me while I fetch the rest of my ingredients. There's no onions in cookies.
Oh, I said ingredients.
Oh, my bad. I'm saying don't play that because these people are going to be tricked. They already think I'm tomfoolery enough. There is a very significant difference between baking powder and baking soda. Okay? Baking soda is the one that flexes at you. Don't grab baking powder or else your cookies will be all jacked up. Trust me. I've also done that in the past. Not everything's perfect. Practice at home, that way you can go out and impress your friends once you got it figured out. This is a leavening agent, I believe, so this is also what controls your up and downing of your rising of your cookies. So don't overdo it and don't underdo it. Baking is a science, not an art. You can screw up a cook and be fine. You screw up cookies and nobody will let you cookie at their party anymore. When it comes to salts, I know you want to be fancy and impress your friends, but there is a huge difference between a finishing salt and a table salt. You want to use the table salt for things like going into the recipe because nobody's going to see it anyway, so why use the expensive stuff? I only want like 1/2 teaspoon. That's just like a shake of a rooster's tail. I'm going to set this off to the side for here in just a moment. 1 teaspoon of real vanilla. I got friends that are like missionaries to Mexico and they bring back vanilla every time, so if you got the hookup, that's where the good stuff comes from. I got that from my aunt. They went on a missionary trip to Mexico.
Well, the time before that.
Oh. Well, if you have friends that go to Mexico, make sure they bring you back the real vanilla because it's extremely cheap over there and that's where we get ours. And it makes a huge difference in flavor. I know Dr. Watkins say whatever he wants, but it's not the same. Talk about impressing all your friends. 1 Lego, my ego. And if you're not confident to crack without shells, do it in a separate bowl and then put it in after. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. We got the flour, the baking soda, the salt, the butter, the sugar, a lot of sugar, whole egg, vanilla, and then the chocolate chips will come here in a minute. Okay, so let's speed this puppy up, get this thing mixing. This is the part I always mess up, so if you do this, completely understandable because I do it all the time. Whenever you have your dry going into your wet, just do it a little bit at a time, because if you don't, it'll... I do like a fifth at a time. And that fifth comment wasn't me trying to insert an alcoholic joke. But I snuck up on some of you, I'll tell you that. You're gonna let this go until it's nice and come together. We're gonna slow it down just a little bit. A little slap for good luck. One of these 12-ounce bags is a cup and a half for those of you that don't know your ounce measurements for cups. The recipe calls for one of these bags. If you want to put in 2 cups and be extra bougie, like if you buy like the really big bag, get down with it. But one of these bags will do just enough. I always go with semi-sweet because it's just a little bit to take the edge off. We're not going for an extra 2 clicks on the pen. Try to get as much of this dough off this thing as possible. We're paid for it all. I'm definitely making sure it all goes in there. Old saying, the saying I always go with is you pay for it all, you use it all. Okay. On this one, I broke my golden rule. I used the wrong spatula. I'm supposed to use a wooden spoon. The reason you use a wooden spoon and not a spatula is because mixing these in sometimes can tear up your spatula. Those things from Tupperware are not cheap. Even though they got a lifetime warranty, it's a hassle to try to get a hold of somebody and get something replaced, unless you're buying something. Just get in here and mix in them chips as best you can. Also, if you get tired, go get one of your kids and let them do it. They're free labor anyway. I'm gonna say this so you don't have to. We all have that one in the family that doesn't mix all the way to the bottom of the bowl. Mix these, go all the way to the bottom, come to the top and cut in. Dairy Queen can get away with calling the toppings because they're all the way at the top. This ain't a Dairy Queen Blizzard, folks. The toppings go all the way from top to bottom. And that is what you're gonna be left with when you're done. The pro move is to throw this in the refrigerator for like 30 minutes, but ain't nobody got time for that. Kobe. The absolute largest emotional support tray that you've got. Parchment paper. You can use the water trick or you can crumble it up. I crumble mine up because it stays on the sheet that way. If you've stayed this long already to watch me make chocolate chip cookies, just go ahead and hit the follow button so we can keep doing this. I'm enjoying having fun with you, so stay and have fun with me, would you? Where the rubber meets the road, cookie size. I usually go with about these 1 to 2 inch balls of cookies because I like mine big, fat, and chunky. I assume that's how my wife likes it too, but I don't want to take too many liberties here. Just realize if you make them smaller and not so thick, it's going to adjust your cooking time just a little bit. I wouldn't stress too much about getting these the exact same size every time. Your family's just going to be happy that you're trying to do something special for them, and it's homemade. You already got bonus points for not bringing Walmart cookies, so I wouldn't worry about the rest of it too much. Why are you bringing chocolate chip cookies? You could have made oatmeal raisins. Said no one ever. If you bring oatmeal raisin cookies to the pitch-in, next year they'll be asking you to bring ice. They don't even need to say why. You already know. It's a one-tray job, Captain. And I got some snack attacks for Dad. We're gonna throw this in the oven for, I don't even remember, like 11 to 15 minutes maybe. I'm gonna put them in for 10 and see how they look. Now I can do the dishes. I'm gonna go grab a shower.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, that quick shower was definitely necessary. It's hotter than the dickens in this Indiana heat. Grab yourself 2 cooling trays. Since I said, just realized I didn't put on my other microphone. Grab yourself 2 cooling trays. Let's back that camera up a little bit so you can see what's going on. Sorry, I have a return shirt up there. They sent me a used one instead of a new one, so. This right here is exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for that slightly golden brown, perfect look, okay? So just pull these out, give them like a second to chill because they're gonna be really gooey, okay? We're not going to completely done in the oven, and also the tray comes out extremely hot. The reason I love parchment paper so much instead of like silicone is you can take very carefully, Shazam! As these cookies cool off and harden, you're gonna wanna try to separate. It's hot, it's like molten lava. Pull you up a little bit closer here, but if you look really closely, that cookie is perfect as it is. Lunchroom ladies taught me this trick, okay? You pull it out early, pull it off the hot pan, let them cool out here so that way the heat disperses and they cool off evenly rather than the tray continuing to cook and burn the bottom of your cookie while the top looks perfect. You ever had one of those where everything looked good and then you got to the back and it was like, whoa, dog! Easy. All right, real quick, I just want to let you guys know that these are the There are my favorite. These are my favorite cookies ever. Like I think this is my favorite recipe. What about you?
Yeah, they're really good.
Like these
Especially
are-
warmed up for about 8 seconds in the microwave.
These are literally the perfect cookie. They are amazing, front to back. And that's why you pull them off that hot tray whenever you get them out, so that way they have the perfect crumbage. They're nice and ooey gooey on the inside as well. Oh man. We're gonna take these to a get together, and so we're not allowed to eat a bunch of them, but I'll take this half, and here's a sample.
Oh, I already sampled. Thanks.
Is that why there was one missing?
I was sampling to make sure that nothing went wrong with them. Mm-hmm. It's really good. Sorry. We shared it.
But they turn out really amazing every time. So, do you want me to just save a couple in general? I'll save that one. That's dad tax right there. I'm gonna save that for when we get back from the party. That way if the get together don't go too well, I can take that one right there and cool off with a nice ice class golden milk. Guess could always make more, but we absolutely love this recipe. I know your family will too. It's not something you can make all the time, but definitely for those special occasions, those wonderful homemade chocolate chip cookies add to that personal touch. So if you have a get together coming up or know somebody going through a hard time, bake them a batch of these cookies and send them over. They'll know you appreciate and love them. Till then, if you didn't already hit follow, what's wrong with you?